It's just after 10 a.m. here in sunny Orlando, and today's a travel day. While I'm at Orlando International Airport, I'm not going to the airport. I've just pulled up outside the Brightline train station at MCO, and I still can't get over how sleek this whole place looks. From the outside, it feels more like a futuristic museum than a train terminal. Giant glass panels, crisp architecture, and the soft hum of planes taking off nearby. It's all very intentional, very polished. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm taking you along on a very special Orlando experience. Brightline, if you're not familiar, is a new high-speed rail service connecting Orlando to South Florida. And today I'll be traveling all the way to Aventura, just north of Miami. I'm booked in premium class on the way down and smart class on the way back, so we'll be able to compare both experiences along the way. I make my way into the terminal and right away it's like I've stepped into a European station, clean, in fact impeccably clean, modern and calm. The floor tiles sparkle, the air conditioning is strong because, well, it's Orlando in the summer, and there's a relaxed atmosphere all around. No chaotic announcements, no frantic passengers, just travelers calmly gliding through. A quick scan of my mobile ticket, and I'm in. Security is light touch, a breezy bag check, and I'm cleared in under a minute. For anyone used to TSA lines, this is a breath of fresh air. Before heading to the lounge, I take a moment to explore the station. There's a grab-and-go market here with everything from fresh salads to soda. Even Brightline branded merchandise, t-shirts, water bottles, travel mugs. If you're a train nerd like me, you'll appreciate it. Just across from that is the Mary Mary Bar, Brightline's signature cocktail lounge. It's quiet in the morning, but it's not hard to imagine this place buzzing in the evenings with travelers unwinding between Miami and Orlando. I keep walking and find the main passenger waiting area filled with comfortable seating, floor-to-ceiling windows, and groups gathering ahead of their trains. But this isn't where I'm headed today. Instead, I tap my premium ticket and gain access to Brightline's exclusive premium lounge. But before we go in, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel now. I provide tips on Orlando's theme parks and nearby cruises so you can have more fun. Inside the premium lounge, it's a different world, reserved, quiet, and brightly lit. There's a hot breakfast being served, eggs, seasoned breakfast potatoes, and a mix of fresh fruit and pastries. I make myself a cappuccino from the sleek espresso machine, and then grab a warm apple Danish that smells like it has just come out of the oven. The seating here is varied, armchairs, dining tables, and coffee tables. I find a low coffee table tucked near a corner and make it my home while I enjoy a light breakfast. Brightline is surprisingly busy this morning, but the lounge never feels crowded. Outside, a train pulls in. Through the glass, I watch as passengers disembark, but due to security protocols, I can't head down to the platform just yet. In fact, I just about put the station into code red when I attempted to go down there and check out the train. Apparently this is a big no-no here, unlike other train stations I visited. Still, just watching it arrive, there's something exhilarating about a high-speed train gliding into the station. Just before 11, the departure board updates, our train is on time. An announcement calls all passengers to the platform, and I make my way to the escalator leading down to the platform. There's a subtle excitement in the air, and I'm happy that I'm finally allowed down here. The train itself is wrapped in a Brightline branding wrap, yellow and red, and it's sleek. like a bullet train but with Floridian flair. Inside premium class, the layout is a 2-1 configuration. I booked a solo seat for myself. The seat is large and plush, far better than most domestic first-class airline seats. There's a small and large tray table tucked neatly in the seat back in front of me, power outlets everywhere, and an overhead reading light. The leather feels premium, and there's 2 armrests, well, one for each arm. Unfortunately, the window by my seat is wrapped in Brightline's external branding, which makes it hard to see out. Disappointing for a scenic train journey. I hope Brightline rethinks their graphics, as this is a real bummer. But I notice a pair of empty seats across the aisle, no wrap on those windows. I move quickly, sliding into the double seat to get a better view. There's plenty of space. Imagine if airplanes offered this kind of space for all passengers. We begin to glide out of Orlando, quiet, smooth, and before long, Central Florida starts fading away behind us. I'm already impressed with the great views, and we haven't even left the airport yet. About 15 minutes in, the first round of snacks is brought through the cabin and complimentary beverages. I indulge, of course, it's part of the premium experience. Roughly 30 minutes into the ride, the snack cart reappears, this time with full lunch offerings. I'm given a choice between the Cuban sandwich or the spring salad. I go with the salad, and I'm surprised at how good it looks. Everything is bright and colorful. It's presented on chilled ceramic plates with a citrus vinaigrette. It's not just fresh, it's elevated, way beyond what you'd expect on a train, even in a premium cabin. Now that lunch is cleared away, let's take this opportunity to walk the train. First stop, the Smart Class coaches, Brightline's equivalent of standard seating. And honestly, they're not bad at all. The seats are wide with generous legroom and fold-down trays. You lose some of the catering and exclusivity, but the Smart cabin still feels modern and polished. I don't see much difference here than the premium car. I continue toward the restrooms, and I have to say, this is where Brightline really impresses. The bathrooms are surprisingly large, with no-touch sinks, automatic doors, and modern finishes that look like they belong in a high-end hotel. The hand dryers are built into the faucets, so no mess, no discarded paper on the floor. It's thoughtfully designed and spotlessly clean. Back in my seat, I take some time to pull out the laptop. I've got a few video edits to work on, and the table setup here makes it easy to get productive. The train's riding smooth, and you barely feel the speed. Speaking of speed, we're now in full high-speed mode, pushing 125 miles per hour through Florida's heartland. The train is steady, no rocking, no noise from the rails. There's unique rhythm to train travel at this pace, fast but not frantic. You get to your destination efficiently, but still feel connected to the journey. Our first stop is West Palm Beach. It's quick, just enough time for a few passengers to get on board, and then we're off again. Next up, Fort Lauderdale. This is a bigger stop. Several passengers disembark here, many likely headed to the nearby cruise terminals or sprawling Seminole Hard Rock Casino. You can tell there is buzz as the luggage is pulled from overhead racks and families gather to exit. But not me, I'm staying on board for one more stop. Because today I'm headed to Aventura Station, one of the newer additions to the Brightline network, and the closest stop to the Hard Rock Stadium, where I'll be seeing Coldplay in concert tomorrow night, my favorite band. We pull into Aventura right on schedule. The station here is smaller than the one in Orlando, but no less modern. Clean lines, minimal theme, and a tropical modern aesthetic that feels very South Florida. There's a premium lounge here too, along with standard seating for smart ticket holders. I don't stay long, but I do take a quick tour of the grab-and-go market. This is where Brightline gets futuristic. To enter the store, I tap a credit card at the gate, and once inside, I'm being tracked by ceiling cameras. No checkout, no scanning, just pick up what you want and walk out. Your card is automatically charged. It's seamless. I don't need any snacks, but I try it anyway just for the novelty. Outside, I call a Lyft. There's no on-site car rental desk here, so I ride a few miles down the road to pick up a rental car for the weekend. It's smooth, though I'd love to see Brightline eventually add an integrated rental service in the future. We're staying simple this weekend, just a Hampton Inn near Gulfstream Park, clean, quiet, and close to everything. After a quick rest, my family and I drive about 15 minutes north to Hollywood Beach, a favorite spot in the area. I punch in Margaritaville Resort into the GPS. It's right on the boardwalk and offers free parking, a rare perk in South Florida. And as you know, I'm a bit of a hotel buff, so I can't resist a peek inside. The lobby is classic Margaritaville, bright, tropical, and very Florida. And as always, there's the oversized flip-flop icon. I've shown you others before, from the resort in Orlando and even the one in Nassau during my Disney Wish cruise video. We take a walk down the boardwalk, the sun setting overhead, the ocean breeze just right. Shops line the path, each one selling sunglasses, beach towels, and there's no shortage of bars. At one stop, we even meet a friendly parrot perched inside a surf shop. I wasn't sure if he liked me or if he wanted to bite my face off, so I just kept moving along. The next morning, we drive about 20 minutes north to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, often referred to as the Guitar Hotel. And that's not just a nickname, the building is literally shaped like a giant guitar. I step inside and check out the lobby, soaring ceilings, chandeliers, and a gaming floor that stretches for what feels like miles. This place is massive. Outside, I grab some cinematic shots of the hotel's unique exterior. The way the glass reflects the sun, it almost glows. And at night, the whole building lights up in neon, but we won't be sticking around that long today. Next, it's off to Gulfstream Park back in Aventura, home to a racetrack and entertainment complex. We arrived just in time to watch a few horse races. I don't win anything, but I'm not here for that. Just being near these magnificent horses, hearing the thunder of hooves, is an experience in itself. Around 5 p.m., we drive 15 minutes to our west to the stadium. It's huge, a true NFL arena, home to the Miami Dolphins, but tonight it belongs to Coldplay. Brightline actually offers a shuttle from Aventura Station directly to the stadium on game and concert days. It's a fantastic option if you're traveling without a car. But we've got wheels this time, so we park and head inside. The show? Absolutely incredible. Coldplay shows are amazing. So many special effects. The next morning, we drop off the rental car and return to Aventura Station, this time with a Smart Class ticket. Security is once again a breeze. Within minutes, we're through and into the main waiting area. There's no premium lounge access this time, but the smart seating area is comfortable and modern. For this return trip, we've booked a table seat. It's a 4-seat booth with a shared table in the center, great for families or small groups. My son and I sit across from each other, and he breaks out the playing cards, which we got at the Hard Rock Casino store. We play a few rounds, I lose every single one. Meanwhile, my wife reads quietly, completely immersed in her book. Even in Smart Class, the seats are spacious. There's still access to power outlets, and the train Wi-Fi is fast enough for emails and video calls. It's relaxed, and the 3-hour ride breezes by. We pull into Orlando right on time, back where we started, at the clean, glassy station connected to Terminal C at MCO. Only this time, instead of boarding a train, I'm heading back to the parking lot, my journey complete. Brightline really surprised me, from the lounges and food to the comfort of the trains themselves and the sheer convenience of skipping the stress of I-95 traffic. This is the kind of travel Florida has needed for years. So what did our train tickets cost? We paid $109 per person for premium on the way down and $45 per person for standard fares or smart fares. All said and done, $462 round trip. So this is where I leave you today. Thanks for coming along, and now here comes another one of my videos that YouTube has picked just for you.